So here we are, we finally got another storage unit. The bad thing about this one, we had to drive like over an hour to get this one. There was nothing in our area that didn't get bid up super high. I think the cheapest was like $400 to $500. We got this one for $90 plus fees and all that. It came out to like $107 or something like that. This one's not anything too exciting. There's like one item in here that might make the majority of our money back as long as it's in good working condition. And the rest of the stuff, there's like a few bags in there. I'll show you here in a second. It's gonna be this one. I think it's a 10 by 10. So we're gonna open this one up and we're just gonna throw everything in the back of the truck here. We're not gonna probably spend any time here opening the stuff up. We'll go back home and we'll open it up there. Unless we find, I always say that, but then we end up opening them up. This is one of those facilities where the office is not on site. It was like a mile down the street. They gave us a key and we're gonna go ahead and open this guy up and see what's inside. Let's see, I'm a little nervous, I'm not gonna lie. This one wasn't the best unit as far as what we can see, but you never know what's inside the bags. All right, let's see. All right, so this is the one item that we were hoping was gonna be good, this bike right here. On eBay, they go for like $100. I mean, I don't know if I wanna ship another bike. We've already done that once on eBay, but this might be a good local like Facebook Marketplace sale. I have a pump in the back. I might throw some air in it to see if it holds air, but this is a nice bike right here. Again, we paid $90 for the unit. This goes for like $100 on eBay. So this right here will probably make the majority of our money back. DVDs, are they empty?
Empty.
Oh, they do feel empty. Charmed. Oh man, that would have been cool. These are empty. It was this. Hopefully that comes out somewhere inside of here. I see some Blu-rays. Enchanted. So those DVDs might actually be in here. Hook. Zootopia. Here's some Blu-rays. Maleficent. Blu-ray. So nice. A bunch of DVDs in there. Books. Bunch of garbage. See, we always say we're not going to sit here and look through stuff, but it's kind of hard not to. A Bible. Ooh, Stephen King and Owen King. This looks like an old book. Old Stephen King book. Stephen King and Owen King Sleeping Beauty is a novel. It's not in the best condition, but copyright 1956. Oh, and then it says a 2017 copyright. So, Stephen King book. Just gonna start throwing things in the car so we don't spend too much time here. More books? Nothing good, or you didn't really look? Some more books, a Christmas treasury. Let's see if we can fit a bunch of this stuff into one box. Oh, I thought it was another Stephen King. Stephen Meyer, Twilight book. (2005) Winnie the Pooh little container here. This is not the best area too. It's a little sketchy, so we're gonna try to get out of here fast. All this stuff we'll try to fit into another box because that one's all ripped. Oh, nice. Cool little art piece to hang up. We'll probably end up keeping that. Ah, foot massager. This is empty. See, all that stuff we'll probably put in here. All that stuff because it's in better condition box. Oh, nice. Hopefully some of those plush are vintage. Dandy Collector's Choice Snowflake Teddy. I'm trying to look for a year on this. I don't see a year, but there's that little guy. I'll just throw him directly in the car. See some more stuff that we can just put into this box. More Winnie the Pooh, Disney Movie Club. I guess that's a good sign. They like Winnie the Pooh, 2016. You can't see it from that far. I'll show it in the GoPro. Some kind of Disney postcard or like little collector thing. M&M's. 2016. So a lot of this stuff says like 2016. So, oh, that's pretty cool. A little Mickey Pez The box is a little messed up, but let me look for a date on this thing. Best before 2026, August 6, 2026. That's a best before date. I don't know when this was made, but that's pretty cool. Little Disney Pez dispenser. What's this? Like some cologne or something maybe? Some kind of like little charger. I don't know what that's for. Santa Claus Disney Movie Club. All right, so we'll leave all that in there. Let's see, a bunch of paperwork. I know you guys can't see through the GoPro. I'm just taking a quick peek in here. Yeah, a lot of that looks like garbage. Pillows. Plush. Oh, look at this big Pooh. Big Pooh Bear. We just sold one like this too. Oh, that one's dirty though. That's nasty. We'll attempt to give it a clean before we throw it out. I talk. There's another one. Why does it smell like something's burning? It's probably outside somewhere. Yeah. Another Pooh. So they like Pooh Bear. Put that in there. Some more empty bags. This one looks like pillows. And this one, it's just more, probably a bunch of trash. Yeah, it doesn't look like there's anything in here that's gonna be even worth keeping. But we'll look at it closer once we get home. I just want to get this stuff in the car and get out of here. Yeah, a bunch of old, dirty pillows. That's going straight to the garbage. This just looks like a bunch of clothes. Pajamas. Yeah, that feels like a bunch of clothes, a pillow, and another pillow. So this is probably just pillows and clothes in these. Some more Pooh, Disney. Yeah, these are gonna need a good wash. Pillow pets. We have a few of these now. I think we have like a LSU one and a couple other ones, but what is this? Thanks for keeping America moving, TA. This is from like a truck stop. Some old Cheez-Its. Clothes. Hopefully we find some vintage stuff or something. Probably not, because everything seems like it's from 2016. Around that age, around that year, so, but you never know. Another Christmas plush. Clothes. Yeah, nothing good so far. Another Pooh Bear plush. This is a big old one. See, it's all the way down to there. Snowflake Teddy, another one of those. Yeah, so this whole bag is full of plush. We'll look at this one at home. More books. Dolly Parton Collector's Edition. Music magazine from 2017. What's in here? It's another, also by Barack Obama. A book by Barack. Yeah, this stuff is a bunch of trash. That. Some printer paper. This would have been cool, but it looks like there's some water damage on it. You can see all along the bottom there. Printed in the USA, the Walt Disney Company. Man, that would have been cool, but this is probably gonna be trash. We find one of these almost in every single unit. I mean, they do sell, especially around Christmas time. Probably get like, what, 20 bucks for this, 30 bucks? Garbage. Another little crate of all garbage in here. Cups, paperwork, more garbage. I don't even think this is gonna be salvageable. It's heavy, but nah, look at the back. I don't know if you can see that in here. So not even this, if I could have got something out of it, but this is also probably gonna be trash. There's the other shoe. With this, what is this? No, angel lamp holder or candle holder. I'm gonna say this is officially probably the worst unit that we bought. as far as just nastiness and garbage. And this is the reality. Like 90% of this stuff, I would say 99.9 is all garbage. I don't know what we're even gonna be able to save out of here. Hopefully at least that bike. But even then, I think this might be the very first unit we ever lose money on. I'm hoping not. We still have to look through all the bags and stuff like that. But to make up $100 in all this stuff that we're finding so far that's been trashed, after, I don't know, a dozen or so storage units, maybe close to like 15, this might be the first one that we end up negative on. I hope I'm wrong, but 99.9 is all trash. I don't think there's anything in here that's gonna be worth saving and making money on. The what? The spoon. Well, there's something of a good sign. I don't know if this is just a cool piece. It's probably not worth much, but let's see if I can get it to focus. It's like a little Looney Tunes spoon. There's no markings or anything on it, no dates. I mean, at the very least, if I'm holding on to hope about this thing, that tells you how bad this unit is. I mean, it happens. You got to take a risk sometimes. Like, this is the bad thing about everything getting bid up in our area. We have to stretch ourselves a little bit and look outside like our immediate area. And like I said, an hour out of our way to come to this one. You never know though. We could have found something worth a lot of money or something like this where it just doesn't look good at all. It makes me not even want to look through the stuff, but I know we have to dig through the bags and see what we find. But at least this, I'll keep this somewhere in the front. Well, we got something. This might be worth $1. So we're $1 less in the hole. There's a few of these bits missing, but like if we ever have another yard sale, people are always looking for little bits and little accessories and stuff for their tools. So this will be a couple bucks at the very least. All right, so that one's all cleaned out. That took us 35 minutes. I'm looking on the GoPro here. I just had this recording nonstop. So 35 minutes to clean that out. I think our good luck streak has finally come to an end on this unit. I'm hoping not, but I expect it. We can't get lucky on every single unit. I'm just glad we didn't pay like $300-400 bucks for this one. At $90, it was, I guess, worth taking a risk. We're gonna dig through everything at home. I'm probably not gonna show you much because as you saw, a lot of that stuff is just garbage. But if we do find anything good while we look through the stuff at home, I'll make sure to turn the camera back on and show you, but it's all cleaned out. What I gotta do next is I just have to snap a picture of the storage unit cleaned out, and then I go show it to the manager. He'll give me my $100 back, and we'll head home and check the rest of the stuff out. But we'll see you back at home. Hopefully we find something good. Library of Congress, property of U.S. government. I'll have to look into this. I found something like that before, but we've never sold it. But most of this stuff is all straight garbage. But you gotta dig through here because you never know if there's something hidden. It's nasty, but you gotta do it. You don't want to miss anything. Stolen April 9th. What are they doing? Like keeping track of all the phones they steal? Hopefully that Target gift card has some money on it.
Please enter the 15-digit card number. We're sorry, there isn't any value left on this gift card.
This is part of it. It's not always, I mean, I don't like to go after units like this. I like to go after the units that have like boxes and totes. But again, sometimes you just gotta go after what's available. Trash. Get the next bag here. It's probably all gonna be the same. 2 bags already and both are straight garbage. Bag number 3. Bowls. Does it say made in USA? I don't know if that's vintage or not. I'll leave that to the side. Like I said, I'm holding on to hope for just about anything. There's another one, just to look into them. That's gonna be nothing. Again, this might be like dollar stuff at a yard sale, so I'll just hang on to this kind of stuff. Some more potential yard sale stuff. Yarn. I don't know. Maybe I'll save the yarn. Making it back $1 at a time. There has to be at least one good thing in one of these bags. Alright, that's it for this one. Next bag up here. Alright, this is the one with the plushes. We saw a little bit of this when we were cleaning out the unit, but I don't know. I'll try to throw this in the washer. It probably won't come out, but just in case, I'll save it. My other only hope is finding like some vintage clothing or something, which I highly doubt it. But see, here's another one. All stained up though. I don't know what that is. Maybe another yard sale item. Some more old nasty clothing. Looks like an old Disney shirt, but again, stained. Let's see. I mean, it is on a Disney tag. I don't know. That might be worth washing. I'll hold that for now. Here's the other plush. I think I showed you some of this at the unit too. I'm gonna try to wash these and see how they come out. And then I think we saw this poo at the unit. But again, look at that. There has to be a trick to getting that stuff out. So I'll hold hope for now. Let's see. Some more books. The Big Book of Juices. The Big Book of Autocorrect Fails. Woman to Woman Cookbook. We have what, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 more bags to go, and then a couple of those little crates. All right, some more clothes. A big USA blanket. Let me see what this looks like. All right, that's not too bad. I mean, that's probably a cool yard sale or flea market piece right there. Maybe $5 or something. So I'll definitely keep this and throw it in the wash. So this is an old single stitch shirt, Victoria, Canada. It's single stitch here on the sleeve and single stitch down here. So this looks like an 80s shirt or something to me, just by the colors and stuff like that. So maybe I'll throw this in some OxiClean. This might be a cool little piece right here. I'm happy with that. Nice little vintage piece. Hopefully there's more of that stuff in there. Another bag that looks like plush. Another giant poo. Another snowflake teddy. I've never heard of these. I have to look into them. And then this is probably the same thing. 1992. So this one's definitely vintage. Let me see the tag. 1986 Kmart. So this thing is old. This is almost 40 years old. Or it is like 40 years old. So this might be something. A couple little vintage things that along with the shirt. I mean, I'm starting to fill up the table with some stuff. Nothing crazy, but it all adds up. I think this is all pillows. And again, these are not worth donating. These look, they're all nasty and messed up. Some old magazines, People magazine, the Royals. I don't know. If it's in good condition, I'll put it to the side. Robin Williams. I actually have like a big box full of magazines in the house, so I can always add that to the lot. Some cards, see if there's any money in here. Nope. Nope. I've never been lucky enough to find any money in any of those things. Never know. Let's just open these up. Watch like $100 fall out of here. Exactly what we paid for the unit. Give us our money back. All this straight in the trash. What did I get myself into? Yeah, I'm not even gonna dig through here that much. Yeah, there's nothing salvageable in there. This is all going directly in here. And my trash is officially full. Oh yeah, I remember this. This is cool. We'll either keep this or this will be a nice little yard sale item. Probably get like $3 for that maybe. So I doubt any of you guys want to do storage units after you see after you saw this one. There's that Christmas tree. This should bring us like $30 at least. Between this and the bike, will probably bring us in like $80 maybe. And then that book, that Christmas book, if it brings us in 20, I mean, that's pretty close to breaking even, which is not bad. Here's the last bag, and then we just have those little crates to go through. Another disaster. Surprise, surprise. But yeah, I remember seeing this in that unit. Let me put this up a little bit. I'm gonna try to clean that up. Try to restore that a little bit. Another plush. This is like an all white one. Missing the tags all messed up, but this one's kind of unique. Has a little hood. Again, nasty as can be, but I'll see if I can work some magic on it. Another little yard sale piece. I did find a little case full of Blu-rays and movies. I think you might have saw that in the video. Like this right here. I'll just show you from right here so I don't have to take it down. This, I know you saw this in the video, but there's a bunch of movies in here. Blu-ray, Blu-ray, Blu-ray. These are all Disney. Bunch of movies. We have Twilight, Blu-rays, Polar Express, some more Twilight Blu-rays, more of those, Mamma Mia Blu-ray. So there are some movies in here. The rest of that's empty. So maybe a couple bucks on that. Some more yard sale stuff, who knows? Some more dollar yard sale stuff. I don't know, some books. This would have been cool, but it's broken. You see the ear right there is broken. I don't know, even if I get 50 cents or something in a yard sale, I'll hold on to that. There was these in there. They look decent. These are A6. So maybe if we get, I don't know, $5-7 out of these. They still look like they're in good condition. We do have the other one too. Ooh, that would have been cool if it was in there. I'll save this in case I find the actual movies. And this is the $1 little yard sale item. People will always buy those. Twilight, the official illustrated movie companion. That's in good condition. We'll save that. Here's another one. So there's something in here at least. Weird Massachusetts. A travel guide to Massachusetts local legends. We'll save that guy. Oh, here's that spoon. You guys saw this in the video. I like that little spoon. We'll save that to the side. I don't even know why I brought this down from the car. It should have went straight to the trash. There's nothing in here even worth looking at. Oh wait, here's another one of these. See, even, I mean, they're all dusty, but throw them in the wash, give them a good cleaning. And these are still actually fairly good condition. So those might be salvageable. What in the world is this? I don't even want to know. That's gonna stay in there. Oh yeah, we got this guy. Again, the little card's all bent on it, but we'll save that. These I want to look more into, see what these are, but I'm gonna save those for now. I think there was two of them that you guys saw in that unit. That one and that one. Just to see what those are. The Lion King limited edition film frames. You probably can't see that, but it's the little monkey dude holding up Simba. So that's pretty cool. And that is it for that. This is gonna be garbage as well. And here's the bike. I actually put some air in it. Oh, it went flat again. So it does have a hole in the tube. But when I got home, I put some air in it and it was holding air. So I'm gonna have to either fix those or just sell them as is. But this looks like a cool little bike. This might, like I said, on eBay, they go for like $100. But even locally, let's say like $50-60. And it has like all the Shimano brake system and stuff like that. So this actually might make at least half of our money back on this unit. So that's it. That's the $100 unit. This thing was bad. It's definitely one of the worst ones we've ever purchased. Luckily, that bike came out and a few of those other items that you saw, like that digital book reader and stuff like that, and the Christmas tree. Between those things and that Christmas book, we should at least be able to break even. I mean, we're not in this business to break even, but it could have been worse. It's not going to be fast. It's going to take time to sell through some of this stuff, especially if we list it like on Facebook Marketplace. And then a lot of that smaller stuff, I'm going to run through my Whatnot show, like that Looney Tunes vintage silver spoon, that little Winnie the Pooh container, that whole case full of movies and Blu-rays. I'll run a bunch of that stuff through my Whatnot show, see if I can make some money back that way. And then we'll probably end up having a yard sale next weekend to move through a lot of that other stuff. But if you're not subscribed to the channel yet, make sure you do that and turn the notification bell on. I'm going to be posting updates on future videos as to which ones of these things sell and to let you know if I end up making my money back on this unit. So definitely stay tuned for that. But that's going to do it for today's video. I appreciate you watching and I'll see you on the next one.